Hey guys, and welcome on into a pre-recorded episode of Picks on Net, NHL picks and predictions. As I've done the last couple Sundays, doing this pre-recorded show. Yes, I'm doing it during the intermission of the Wild game, and no, that's not why I'm doing the show super quick. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to rush the show, but yes, we are going to, of course, recap the Friday slate, starting with this game. Josh Norris over half a point plus 100. Nice winner there. He had a great assist on the Sabres' only goal in this game. I did say on the show, I thought when this was the time Winnipeg was going to finally get their win. They did. They got a nice win here, and now they respond the following night. They're currently down 4-0 to the Oilers after the first period. So not how Winnipeg wanted to follow breaking their losing streak with going down 4-0 in the first period, but Josh Norris over half a point, a nice winner here. Jamie Benn over half a point, unfortunately a loser. Ben, while was scheduled to be on the top line, I guess you could say, played some shifts in the top line, but really did not get a lot of minutes. Shout out to the commenter who put in the comments of the Friday show there, mentioning about the ice time, because I had not really noticed that, but Ben not getting full ice time. I'm basically going to stay away from his props, and he's going to have nights. He's going to have offense, of course he is, but if he's not getting if he's getting third line minutes or fourth line minutes, then I don't want to bet his props. So there goes that. Ryan Leonard over half a point. Unfortunately, he got injured in the first period of this game by a hit by Ryan Trouba that I did not like at all. Some people think it's a clean hit. Other people, like myself, do not think it's a clean hit. But regardless, it happened. And Leonard over half a point, unfortunately, lost, as did the power play point that we sprinkled on for the plus 425 because he obviously got hurt. I did get my money back because he got injured in this game at the books that I pulled the trigger on so I appreciate that, but unfortunately still classified as a loser. I got bonus bets back for it. Lexi Protas over half a point, a nice winner there. He scored a nice goal and cashed that. So overall, Friday on this show was a 2-2 day. Plus the small sprinkle, of course, all mattered. So I guess a 2-3 day overall on the show. Fortunately, I had Washington in this game in regulation and the team total over 3.5, and they lose this game in overtime. So that was an unfortunate loss for me, but it is what it is, I guess. Saturday slate, I will not recap because it is still going. So we will recap that on the Monday show. Having said that, we're going to jump right into the first game here, which is I'm going to be breaking down every game here on the Sunday slate. Colorado minus 155, road favorites, the Philadelphia Flyers plus 130, home dogs, a total of 6 here in this one. The Avalanche getting the overtime win against the Rangers here on Saturday. It was a nice win. It was a nice overtime winner for the leading scorer in the NHL, Nathan MacKinnon. Now, the Avalanche 22-6 head to Philadelphia. The Flyers 15-8-3, 9-4-2 at home. The Flyers are playing pretty well on the season. Colorado 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between these two teams. Back-to-back games under 5.5. Spot is not the best for the Avalanche here, but I can't step in front of them. I could see why people might consider the Flyers here as a home dog. Odds-wise, I would be interested in Philly, but I can't step in front of this Avalanche team right now. So currently, this game is a pass for me. I don't believe, no, we don't have any points odds yet out, so we'll only have goal streaks here. And the main guy in the goal streak is Nathan MacKinnon, who scored in 4 of his last 5 games, 7 of his last 10. Seeing a MacKinnon goal at around minus 110 here in this game. But he has multiple goals in 2 of his last 3. So he's scoring a lot now, and we'll see if he can keep that going here against the Flyers. But we will move on along to our second game, which is the New York Islanders and the Florida Panthers. The Islanders plus 140, road dogs. Florida Panthers minus 165, home favorites, and a total of 6.5 here in this one. The Islanders 4-2-1 the last 7 meetings between these teams. 2 overs, 1 game finished with 6 goals. So if the total 6, 2 games and a push, if you're getting the 6.5, 2 games over, 1 game under. When I look at this one here, it is the Islanders are pass here for me in this one. The Panthers have just not been playing well overall. 13-12-2 in the season, 9-6-2 at home, back-to-back overtime games, 2-1 overtime loss to Nashville. They ended their losing streak with a 7-6 overtime win against Columbus here on Saturday, and now having to play again on the second night of a back-to-back. But the Islanders, they're also playing a second night of a back-to-back. Both of these teams have played a lot of hockey recently. The Islanders, 3 wins in a row. 2-1 against Tampa Bay, 6-3 against Colorado, and 2-0 against Tampa Bay again. Now, of course, there was no Kucherov on that game, but still. The Islanders playing really well right now. They've had Florida's number in the past. Both teams on the second night of a back-to-back here, so this game could get a little wonky. I'm not sure we're going to see a 7-6 game like we did on Saturday. But when I look at this one here, not a whole lot for me in this one. Looking at hot players currently, Carter Verhaeghe. He's scored a goal in 4 of his last 5 games, plus 230. I would look at his anytime goal here. And Casey Zizekas has scored in back-to-back games for the Islanders, plus 1,000 for Casey Zizekas. So some good value with him in this one. I think we get a higher scoring game in this one. Probably look to get the over 6 if I was looking to get the over here in this game. But next up, we've got the San Jose Sharks and the Carolina Hurricanes. The Sharks plus 255, road dogs. The Hurricanes minus 315, home favorites. And a total of 6.5 here in this one. And when I look at this one here, the Hurricanes are gigantic favorites here in this game. Brandon Bussey started for the Hurricanes on Saturday, so it should be Frederik Andersen in net here for Carolina in this game. And you guys know how I feel about Frederik Andersen. I mentioned my thoughts on him, and it's nothing personal, of course. It's just how he's played this year. So we are going to see what happens here in this one. The Sharks, back-to-back games, they've not played well. 7-1 loss to Dallas. 7-1 loss to Washington, and then a 4-1 loss to Dallas in their last game. And now here, they face this Hurricanes team. For me here in this one, I've not locked it in yet, but likely going to make my card is San Jose Sharks team total over 2.5 here in this one. Brandon Bussey started in the previous meeting between these teams earlier on in the season. The Sharks did lose 5-1 to the Hurricanes in that game. Carolina 9-0-1 in the last 10 meetings between these teams. 3 unders, 1 game finished with 6 goals. So we usually do see lower scoring games between these two teams. The Hurricanes usually get the job done here. The Sharks have not played well in back-to-back games, but if you're going to give me the team total at 2.5 at plus 115, and if Frederik Andersen is confirmed, then I'm going to be taking the team total over here in this one. Looking at Frederik Andersen's recent games. We'll take a quick look at what he's done recently. 4 goals against Toronto, 3 goals against the Rangers, 3 goals against Buffalo, 3 goals against Minnesota, 4 goals against Edmonton, 3 goals against Washington, 3 goals against Minnesota. So that right there is 7 games in a row he's given up at least 3 goals. Then a game against Boston where he only gave up 2. So not bad there. And then looking at October, I won't name all the games, but 5 of the 6 games he gave up at least 3 goals. So looking at his starts this year, he has started in 14 games. 12 of the 14 games he has started in, he has given up at least 3 goals. So basically here, Anderson confirmed. Sharks team total over at plus money. I'm going to be taking the Sharks team total over here in this one, but I do want to make sure Anderson's confirmed here before I pull the trigger. I do expect him here to start here in this game. Second night of a back-to-back, we may not get the official word there until close to game time, so I may end up pulling the trigger on this tomorrow morning, but Sharks team total over here. Looking at players on streaks, not a whole lot of guys on streaks here. Jarvis has scored in 3 of 5, plus 126, and Will Smith has scored in 3 of 5, plus 270 here in this one. Next up, the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Dallas Stars. The Penguins plus 165 road dogs. The Dallas Stars minus 200 home favorites, and a total of 6 here in this one. Dallas 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between these two teams. 2 overs and 1 push for a total of 6 here in the last 3 meetings. So we've seen some higher scoring games between these two teams recently. And when I look at this one here, based on the standings that we've seen this year, based on how both of these two teams have played, I do think that there is value with Pittsburgh. That being said, kind of like the Colorado Avalanche, I have 0 interest in betting against the Dallas Stars right now. So I'm not taking the Stars here in this situation, not taking Pittsburgh, but it should be an autoplay. It was only plus 100 in the last game, so I didn't take it. But then I watched him score on the power play, and it's like, oh my gosh, Terry. So give me Jason Robertson, anytime goal, plus 110 here in this game. Robertson just continues to score goals. Now he scored goals in 4 of his last 5 games and 8 of his last 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. Sorry, 11 of 13. Had to count there on the screen. 11 of his last 13 games, he has scored a goal in. So we're going to take Jason Robertson. Anytime goal here in this one. When you see Dallas is on the schedule and you want to bet that game, take Jason Robertson anytime goal with how he's playing this year. Other guys in streaks, Mikko Rantanen has now scored in 3 games in a row. Plus 160. Brian Rust, Sidney Crosby, both have scored in 3 of their last 5 for the Penguins. Rust, plus 250. Crosby, plus 190 here in this one. Next up, the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Washington Capitals. The Blue Jackets, plus 165 road dogs. The Washington Capitals, minus 200 home favorites. A total of 6.5 here in this one. Washington, 7-2 in the last 9 games between these division rivals. In recent games, 1 over, 1 under, and 2 pushes. So for a total of 6 at least. We have a total of 6.5 here in this one. And this one here, Washington coming off a long road trip. This is their first game back home after a long West Coast road trip. So not a situation where I really want to back them. Columbus here on the other side, coming off that 7-6 overtime loss to the to Florida. And Columbus has gone to overtime in 4 of their last 5 games. They've been an overtime machine, involved in a lot of high-scoring games. Washington has been scoring goals. Now, they only scored 3 in their last game, losing 4-3 in the shootout to Anaheim, but 7-1 against San Jose before that. Only 3 against LA, 4 against the Islanders, 4 against Toronto. I think Washington should put up some goals here in this one. The Capitals have already beat the Blue Jackets 5-1 twice this year already. 5-1 in Columbus on October 24th, and then 5-1 in Washington on November 24th for the Capitals. Charlie Lindgren hurt, so it'll be a Logan Thompson here in net for the Capitals, or should be at least in this one. When I look at this one here, I think Washington wins, but at minus 200, first game home from a long road trip, I can't get involved with them. I will be looking at taking Alexei Protas over half a point. Odds to be determined here in this one. And let me get exactly his stats up here. Alexei Protas has a point in 9 of his last 11 games. 5 games in a row. He's been incredibly consistent. And I see that his point odds are actually out now, minus 105 at MGM. So yeah, minus 105, definitely a play for me. Not quite plus money, but Alexei Protas has been very consistent for the Capitals. Ryan Leonard now out with an injury, obviously, so I think Protas will get some more ice time. We'll take him over half a point, I think around minus 105 here in this one. And looking at other guys on streaks here for this one, because it looks like now we have point odds for this one. Anybody else on it? Cole Sillinger, 3 games in a row with a point, plus 170. He has some value. Other goal scoring props, Tom Wilson scored in 4 of his last 5 games, plus 145. I would look at him here in this game. Zach Werenski assist, 4 of his last 4 games in a row, 7 of his last 10, minus 118 for him to get an assist. And then Cole Sillinger has an assist in 3 games in a row, plus 310 for the Columbus Blue Jackets here in this game. Next up, the St. Louis Blues and the Montreal Canadiens. The Blues, plus 120 road dogs. Montreal, minus 140 home favorites, a total of 5.5 here in this one. The Blues, 3-1 in their last 4 games against Montreal. They've had some success against the Canadiens recently. And previous games between these two teams. 6 games in a row having gone over 6.5, and 8 of the last 10 have gone over 6.5 between these two teams. So very, very high scoring games between these two teams in the past. Montreal has been on an overrun. Didn't cash the over for me here on Saturday night. Now they're playing again on Sunday. Seeing the total of 5.5 with 8 of the last 10 meetings going over 6.5. I really do lean with the over here in this one, but not a game I want to get involved in. Both teams on the second night of a back-to-back here, and I just don't want to get involved. Goal scoring streaks, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Slafkovsky had his goal streak ended. He had scored in 3 of 4, but now it's 3 of 5 for Slafkovsky. But we will continue on along. 2 more games left. The Vegas Golden Knights, minus 165 road favorites. The Rangers, plus 140 home dogs, and a total of 5.5 here in this one. Vegas 3-2 in the last 5 meetings between these teams. 2-1 to a total of 6 in the last 3 meetings here. And when I look at this game, I have absolutely no interest in betting against the Rangers right now. They are playing some great hockey heading into this game. Igor Shesterkin starting here against the Avalanche. So Jonathan Quick backed up, so it looks like he is back healthy. It'll be have to see how Quick does here in this game. This one here, nothing that I have as of now I will be looking more into this game tomorrow. But right now, looking at goal streaks, Panarin has scored in back-to-back games plus 230. And Ivan Barbashev for the Vegas Golden Knights has scored in back-to-back games plus 360. I could see this being a lower scoring game in this one. So I'm not sure I'm going to get involved. But final game of the night, the Chicago Blackhawks and the Anaheim Ducks. The Blackhawks plus 165 road dogs. The Ducks minus 200 home favorites, and a total of 6.5 here in this one. Chicago 6-2 in the last 8 meetings between the teams. 2 overs, 2 unders. 1 game finished with 6 goals in the last 5 meetings. When I look at this game here, the Ducks are an over team for me right now. If I'm looking to bet Ducks games when it comes to a side or total, it's the over with the kind of goaltending situation they have, but also the offense that they have. Chicago on the second night of a back-to-back. Spencer Knight started here on Saturday, so I would expect it to be Soderblom here on the second night of a back-to-back. I lean with the over here. I lean with the over 6.5. Do want to see how the Blackhawks game finishes here. Currently, I believe down 3-0 last time I checked, so I want to check that out. But for me, Beckett, Seneca, over half a point here in this one is something that I am intending on betting. Of course, we will have to see what the odds look like for him. Let's see here. We currently don't have any odds. No odds right now for Seneca. He has a point in 9 of his last 10 games, multiple points in his last one. He's just been consistent for the Anaheim Ducks this year. So depending on what is now, the Ducks are minus 200 home favorite. So the odds here for Seneca could be potentially minus 125. I'm hoping it's minus 115, minus 120 area. But if it is minus 130, minus 135, it'll be past my range here in this one. But I think Seneca is a good look here for this game. Taking a look here. Goal streaks. Bedard 3 games in a row, but that doesn't include Saturday's game where he hasn't scored as of late. Cutter Gauthier scored in the last game for the Ducks. Chris Kreider has scored in 3 of 5 for the Anaheim Ducks. But that's it. Quick pre-recorded edition of Picks on Net for the Sunday NHL slate. Make sure to hit the like button on this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I really appreciate it. Love how much the show has been growing lately. Really love to see it. Let me know in the comment section below what you like for the Sunday slate. If you're looking for NFL plays for me, head over to picksandparlays.net. Link is in the description below. I have 1 free NFL play up on the site, which you can get just by heading over to picksandparlays.net. And then a 3-pack of premium plays up for sale as well in the NFL. Thank you guys for watching. Best of luck on your bets on Sunday, and we'll see you guys back on Monday for another live show. Picks on Net, NHL picks and predictions. Best of luck, guys.